Professor.
You gotta turn the light on.
This is Faith Zinchenko, and this is my problem evaluation interview with my consultee, Sunny Fergalde. And yeah. Okay. Do you notice any changes in Ava's behavior since we started the intervention plan?
Yes. We've had less flare-ups of her, throwing down with her tantrum and saying mean words. She actually hadn't said anything. Well, no, she did say something this morning, but I ignored it, and we got over it quickly.
Okay.
But yeah, before that, she actually hadn't had any instances where she would say something mean or think it means something mean back. So yes, I've seen a significant difference.
And I guess why do you think that is? Like, what aspects of the plan have been working the most?
The biggest change, I think, is me and my husband. Well, first off, we were away for a while. So me and my daughter were away from my husband for a while. So he wasn't in the picture for, now it's been 2 weeks. So with him out of the picture, I think she hasn't had the instances where they would antagonize each other. I think they push each other's buttons, and also the consistency it made it clear that consistency was an issue because she didn't have him to, go to if I said no.
Yeah.
Or we stuck to routine really well. There was no changes because I was always the one that says, okay, we need to do this now. So yeah, and I always make it a point to tell her what's going on next.
Okay. So
whereas with him, he just says, let's go.
Yeah.
Let's do this right now. So I think consistency was a really huge factor in her always getting upset or angry when she wasn't expecting something to happen.
So transitions have been better. Have you been doing like prompting her like we're gonna do this in 5 minutes?
Right. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So it's been really helpful. Before she would have issues with the screen time. I would tell her you get 1 episode or you get 2 episodes, and then she would know, okay, that's the end, and she would actually turn the TV off by herself. And that, before my husband, and I don't want to play it all on him, but I feel like that is a big part of the issue. He would just turn on the TV and let it run, and then he would just turn it off when he feels like it needs to turn off.
And that's really abrupt for her.
Yeah, and those instances cause tension.
Yeah. Okay, so the plan of being consistent, you still, if she does have problem behaviors or like little minor tantrums, like you just ignore it and like how do you?
Yeah, like this morning, I think she wanted a dessert for breakfast, and I told her, no, that's not a dessert food. How about this, blueberries, or how about applesauce, or how about yogurt? And she got upset. I said, no, you can't have this, it's full of sugar. And she said, you're made full of sugar.
Okay.
Yeah. And so I told her, I don't like the tone of your voice right now. You need to pick a better food. And she's like, well, I don't want to hear your voice. And that's when I walked away.
Okay.
But she was easily distracted. She knew she was.
Did she realize she did something wrong? Like.
Well, she walked away, and I went my separate way. And I told her it was time for her hair up, and she came back, and it was fine.
Everything was okay.
Everything was fine.
I guess when that happens, do you want her to say I'm sorry? Like, acknowledge, like. I mean, it's good that it's kind of diverted, and it's kind of like okay, like.
Yeah, she knows she did wrong. I know she can tell she did wrong.
Yeah.
I don't need a sorry every time because then she'd be saying sorry all day. But I, as long as I let her know that her tone was inappropriate, I think she understands.
Okay. You mentioned options. Like, is the option thing working? I know we talked about that part of the plan too, giving her options or.
It works most of the time unless she has a specific desire that she wants. Like she has a goal in mind. Okay. She doesn't
waiver.
deviate. Yeah.
Okay. So do you think in some ways we've attained our goal?
I mean,
some aspects of it?
It does require maintenance. So to say, she's completely tantrum free or she can control her anger, then I don't think we're there yet, but hopefully with a little more work.
Yeah.
Well, we've diagnosed the problem.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of following through.
And it definitely takes time. Like,
Yeah. So
That's
I can't say it's we're there. It's not.
Yeah.
It's not that black and white. So.
no, it never is. That's one thing that we've been teaching and figuring out is that just as long as a behavior takes to get rid of, like we think about how long it's taken to actually
Right.
reach
It's not
that
just
point.
something a problem I can erase.
Yeah. I guess because Rick's coming home
Today.
what do you? Do you think it'll get worse?
Well, even after our trip when we came back and before he left, we had like 48 hours together.
Yeah.
And even then, I could tell that there are going to be issues when he comes back because he does have a different way of approaching with her than I do. So I do anticipate having a talk with him
Okay.
to see if he can, I don't know, if we can somewhere meet in the middle.
Yeah.
Not really for him to modify his behaviors to copy mine, but just compromise.
Yeah. Okay, I guess about the plan itself, do you think that it's worked overall? Like it's valid and reliable? Like do you think you'll continue using some of the parts of the plan?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, ignoring obviously always works. Takes away the thunder. So.
I guess it's hard to say being consistent because you would need to have both of you guys, or all three of you guys really, to be on the same page.
I think there are basic foundations of what can or cannot be allowed in the house.
Yeah.
As long as those are set and follow through, then I shouldn't see there being that many deviations between how I act toward Ava and how my husband does.
Yeah. Do you?
It's just a matter of like spelling it out.
I know that there's definitely rules in the house, the things that are absolutely not allowed. Do you think that Ava kind of fully understands them and the consequences that come with them?
Oh, I think she understands them, but I also think she likes to push them.
Okay. She was just a 3-year-old.
Yeah, I mean, she knows there's no TV before school mornings, and she still always asks me.
Always asks you. Okay. I guess that's basically it. So, in the long run, you want to continue using the ignoring, try to be consistent as much as possible on both ends. Giving her options sometimes works. And so I feel like we still have a little bit longer to go.
Yeah, no, I don't even know if this is like an achievable, completely 100%.
Well,
there kind of
also
goal,
with
'cause-
age, that has a lot to do with it.
Yeah,
And
I mean every age, I feel like there's something else I need to tackle.
But I overall I think it's a great achievement that she doesn't have this type of behavior at school or any other type
No,
of
because they will put up
social-
with it,
Yeah.
and they're consistent. They have their own rules, and
Yeah.
they follow through on those.
All right. Well, thank you so much, and we're done.